Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right here we have the newest Sennheiser earbuds, and these are really exciting for one specific reason, and I'll get into that in a second, but these are the Sennheiser CX-400 Bluetooth earbuds. They're truly wireless earbuds, and they're selling at the under $200 range, which I know is currently a really crowded space between $100 and $200. You've just got so many different earbuds out there from Samsung and Apple. Some of them are open design, some of them have great battery life, some of them have great fit, some of them are waterproof. Like, you just have a lot going on, and if you want all of the different features, you don't want to compromise stuff, you're going to have to pay like over $300. And typically, the first thing that gets compromised when you're going down to the lower price point under $200 is typically the sound quality. So these right here come in a very specific part of the market, having the best sound quality at under $200. And so that's really the angle Sennheiser's taking here. So in this video, I really want to break down what compromises Sennheiser had to make for these earbuds, how good the sound quality is. We'll test out the microphones as well, because that's really important and is often a big compromise made. And I'll talk about the touch controls, the fit, everything you need to know about these earbuds, and if they're actually a good pair to buy. And so I definitely have some compromises I want to talk about later on in the video. So starting off with the physical design, the earbuds case right here is an all plastic design. There are two different colors, the white and the black. As you can see right here, this is obviously the black one. And the case is not the smallest, but it's small enough that it fits in your pocket, in your purse, fits in the palm of your hand, and you know, it's an earbud case. You get the idea. It's going to do essentially what you need it to, but it's not going to be the most premium flex out there. It doesn't have a metal hinge, it's not super small, but like I said, it gets the job done. On the back, we have USB Type-C charging, we have an LED light on the back for an indicator, we have a button, we don't have any Qi wireless charging on these, and that's essentially everything you need to know about the case. Flipping it open, the earbuds themselves are relatively small. They're smaller than a lot of other earbuds out there, like the Sony, the cheapest Sony ones, and of course a lot of other ones. The Bose earbuds are way bigger. So many other earbuds are gigantic, but of course, being like the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live came out, and they're so much smaller that these are starting to look a little bit larger in 2020. They're not the smallest earbuds out there, but you know, they fit in your ear, they stick out a little bit, but I wouldn't necessarily be like embarrassed to wear these in public. They don't look that big. They have a touchpad on the outside of the earbuds, and of course 4 nodes on the inside, so they can, you know, sit in there magnetically. And if we flip the case over and shake it, you'll see that it doesn't come out like. So they passed the shake test, no problem. These earbuds are not going to fall out. And like I said, touchpad on the outside, you can customize the touchpad in the app, and I'll show you that later on in the video. So as you can probably tell by now, and like I said before, the focus of these earbuds is absolutely the sound quality. As far as physical design goes, to summarize it, it's just okay. Like, they didn't make the smallest earbuds, didn't make the best looking earbuds, didn't make the sleekest case out there, but it's far from the worst. It definitely gets the job done. And so before I get into the audio quality of these earbuds, I first want to talk about the microphone quality, because as you can see here, they have a microphone on the outside and on the bottom of the right earbud. So let's get into a microphone test now, starting off indoors. This is what it sounds like when I'm using the Sennheiser CX-400 earbuds indoors. So comment down below, let me know how this sounds, if you can hear what I'm saying or not, and if I was on a phone call, if you would think this is an acceptable sound quality. Now, let's go outside and see what they sound like in a louder environment. All right, guys, so now we're outside. I'm like 10 feet from a road. A lot of cars are going by, so comment down below. Let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. All right, so now finally getting into the audio quality of these earbuds. Starting off with the connectivity, these are using Bluetooth 5.1, which is really exciting because until recently, we've really only seen these on like the $350 pairs of earbuds out there. And so seeing that creep down into the lower sub $200 earbuds here is definitely a big plus. Now, realistically, most devices won't have any kind of significant difference between 5.0 and 5.1, but there are a few extra features that in the future will probably become more prominent, like finding your earbuds and stuff like that, that 5.1 is able to do. So having this on these earbuds is a little bit more future-proof. These also have a master-slave bud connection system, which means that they connect to the right earbud and then the left earbud connects to the right one. Sennheiser always does this, and I typically don't prefer this. I think single-point connection is better for quite a few reasons, but essentially what this means is you cannot listen to just the left earbud. You have to listen to either just the right or both in order to use these earbuds, unless you listen to the left and the right ones sitting on your table. As far as lag goes with these earbuds, my testing was coming in at around 500 milliseconds, which is not necessarily fast, But if you're watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, you're not going to notice any kind of lag because a lot of apps do compensate for that. But if you're playing games, you're definitely going to notice like around a half a second lag with these earbuds. Now, the actual sound quality itself when you're listening to music, this is where it really starts to get amazing with these earbuds. I found the music sounds really bright, but also warm and full at the same time, and just gives you a really nice balance without even having to change the EQ. The clarity is excellent, and there's a lot of clean instrument separation. It sounds very accurate, very true to life, and overall, I just found the earbuds sound very pleasant to listen to. The instrument overtones are very distinct and well separated, so like the bass drum, for example, you really hear every part of the drum, and it's not just a thump, it's actually, like, you can tell it is a bass drum. I found that the volume on these, I have to turn it a little bit higher than some other earbuds, so I find it's just one tick higher than I normally listen to when using my phone, but I'm never anywhere near the highest volume anyway, so I find that this is no problem. But if you're somebody that listens at max volume, you might find that these are not the loudest earbuds out there for you. On top of that, I found that the fit is a little bit finicky, but once you get it right, you definitely have significantly better sound quality. So you want to make sure that not only are you finding the right ear tip, like there are 4 different ear tips as I mentioned, but you also put it in your ear properly so you get the full, it sounds as good as it should. Now, when I'm testing out the audio quality on these earbuds, I actually have a playlist on Spotify. I'll link it down below. Of course, I also use Tidal, and I also have some files that I just downloaded on devices. But listening on Spotify, I have a lot of different songs that I kind of listen to for different things. And each song is, one's for like clarity, one of them's for a dynamic range on songs. And so each song in there has a very specific purpose, and they have a diverse type, a lot of different genres out there. So in the headphone testing playlist, I found that the first song usually weeds out a lot of low quality earbuds because there's a lot going on, and the clarity is definitely really tough to nail on earbuds, but I found that these absolutely nailed it. It sounded really, really good, really crisp, and you can really hear all the different instruments, even when it's really cluttered in the most noisy part of the song. Now, I found that when listening to bass, it's definitely very prominent in the Moon Hooch song, which has a lot of saxophone, and typically this is a real finicky thing for a lot of other earbuds because either the bass is really prominent and it kind of sounds muddy because it's drowning out the saxophones, or the other way around, if it's not prominent enough, the saxophones easily drown out bass. But I found that these earbuds had an excellent balance, again, without even having to change the EQ in the app. When listening to some more bass type stuff like Tyler the Creator, I have Yonkers on that playlist, and I found that bass line is usually really, really low, almost subsonic, and it's, again, really tough for a lot of earbuds to hit that one, but these earbuds nailed it. It wasn't the loudest, most head-shaking bass, but it was a perfect volume. They could hear the vocals and the bass line in the background, and it was really nailing all the frequencies, and I thought it sounded really good. Now, I did find that if you're listening to some more full music, like some more 90s or early 2000s rock, maybe some Godsmack type stuff, then you generally want a really, really full sound, and while these earbuds still sound good for that, I found that maybe like the Jabra 75Ts would be a better fit for the really full sounding, 2000s rock sound that you might be looking for. But other than that, like I said, guys, the sound quality on these is absolutely incredible. I really can't recommend that enough, and it's obviously the highlight of these earbuds. But of course, there are a couple features I want to talk about, and there is an EQ in the app. So getting into the app tour right now, so the first feature I want to mention is the autoplay, auto pause does not exist on these earbuds. The second one is actually multi-pairing, which these sort of have, and I'll talk about how they have it in a second. But looking at the app here, we have an equalizer. That's the first thing you can do. And you can slide this dot around. It's kind of Sennheiser's way of making an equalizer. So you can go from bass to treble and up and down, changes like the levels of things. So it gives you a really cool, interface there. But if that's confusing for you, you can also go over to the 3 bars. So let's say OK right there. And having 3 bars might be easier to change the bass, the mids, and the trebles. Going back, we have connections. This is what I was saying about sort of having having multi-connection or multi-pairing, so you can change between different devices, but it is a little bit weird. You have to do it here. It's not going to seamlessly do that as we're seeing with some other devices. If we go up to the settings in the top right, we can change some things about the earbuds. So for example, the earbuds customization, if you want to customize what each touchpad is doing, you can change that right there. And other than that, you really don't have anything you're doing in the app here, but that's really all you need to do with these earbuds. Unfortunately, they do not have any kind of transparency mode, no pass-through mode, and they don't have active noise cancellation either. So if you want to hear your surroundings, you're going to have to take the earbuds out. Oh, and actually one other thing I want to mention is the battery life on these earbuds, 7 hours in the earbuds, 20 hours total, which kind of just sums up what these earbuds are like in general. So they're not the most exciting. They're almost a little bit boring in a lot of aspects. The design, the overall fit, the overall feature set, the app, there's a lot of stuff that they work and they work well, but they don't give you a ton of extra features. And if you're looking for features, you're probably going to be happier with something like the Galaxy Buds. But what these really do well, and I know I said it a bunch of times, and it's really kind of obvious at this point, the sound quality. That is why you'd be buying these earbuds. So in conclusion, if your only priority is sound quality and you're looking to spend under $200, these are the perfect pair of earbuds. If you're looking to work out a lot, looking for the best battery life, looking for a lot of other things, I have an entire video comparing the best truly wireless earbuds that are under $200. You might want to check that video out. Of course, if you have the extra money, the Momentum True Wireless 2s are going to be better. They have active noise cancellation and a couple things like that. But, you might be saying like, hey Mike, what about the Momentum True Wireless 1s from 2018? They're slightly cheaper than these and the sound quality is still pretty good. I would actually recommend these over the Momentum True Wireless 1s because those earbuds had a few, they had some bugs. They had some problems with like battery drain in the case and stuff like that. And so I think, Sennheiser really kind of nailed it this time. I haven't noticed any battery drain issues. I haven't noticed any problems with really anything with these earbuds. They pretty much just work and they sound really good. So guys, comment down below. Let me know if you like these earbuds or not, if you think you'll be buying them. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.